Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Nisha for those who tune in for the first time. Hey girl, hey. And of course for those who already been here, you already know what's up, what it do, baby boos. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with a long overdue. I've been promising you guys this video for like over a year now, I feel like. But we're back to do a product review on the NYX Bare With Me Blur Foundation. No, she's not a new foundation to the market, but of course I promised you guys that I was going to give you guys my thoughts and opinion because you guys were still waiting and asking for it. So here is my whole full-on review, pros and cons about it, and a full-on wear test towards the end of the video. So if you guys want to hear more about this foundation, see if it's something that you guys want to be trying on your radar or not, then of course keep on watching. Of course, y'all know this foundation is not a new foundation. It's not new to me. I've actually had this for over a year now. I think it's been out longer than a year, right? I don't know if it's been out longer than a year or if it came out at the beginning of this year, some in that nature, something like that. But my mind is telling me I had this for longer than a year. But a little bit about this foundation, just in case you're not familiar with it or you was curious about it and want to know if it's an interest or should you try it, here is where I come in. So first off, this is called the Bare With Me Blur Tint Foundation. I'm sorry, Blur Tint Soft Matte Foundation. Now where does the tint come from? I don't know, because I wouldn't put this as a tinted foundation. This is definitely a full coverage foundation, and I use the smallest amount when it comes to this foundation, which I will show you guys in a few because it's full coverage. It comes in 24 different shade ranges, which honestly is not a lot, but going off of a drugstore, I feel like they don't really have a lot of shade ranges. But from what I've heard and read about this particular foundation, it's that a lot of people did not find the shade range. Like the undertones are either not there for them, or it's not enough shade ranges for that particular person. So I think this is where NYX kind of flopped just a little bit with this. I do wish they had extended their shade ranges, especially that was like the first thing that happened when this first came out. People were complaining about the amount of shades that was there was not there, you know. So I thought eventually they was going to expand and open up more shade ranges, but they didn't. So I was lucky to find a shade for me, because to be honest, when I first picked this up, I was like, this is not going to be my shade. Like it's not my shade. But when I first tried it, I was like, oh, my shade and my undertone. Okay, cool. So I have the shade Mocha. So if you're around my skin tone, or if you like my foundation twin from my other foundation that I've tried out, I do have a full-on playlist down in the description box, so check it out. So that way you guys can see my other shade ranges when it comes to my foundation and see if we're somewhat of a foundation twin. So yes, this is the shade Mocha. And let me go on the actual thing really quick to see what description of what this is called. So there's only 2 more shades available after this one for the deeper girls. So this is shade Mocha number 22. This retails for $14 at the Ulta website. A bit about the foundation from the description. It says, introducing the NYX Professional Makeup Bare With Me Blur Tint Foundation. While I'm reading this, I'm going to prep my skin, and I'm going to prep with my moisturizer. It says a medium coverage blur foundation formulated with skin loving ingredients. And I'm going to read more about the benefits of it, and I'm going to tell you guys if I agree or disagree with this. It's a breathable, fade plus transfer resistant. A little goes a long way. I agree with that one. But here's my thing when the foundations say they're transfer proof. Most of the time, if you're like me, we're going in with different products that's kind of like cancel out the transfer proof. I feel like the only way you're going to really get a transfer proof foundation if you're just using the foundation and nothing else. No primer, no setting powder, no setting spray. Like I feel like you literally have to use the product by itself in order for it to be fully transfer proof, because once you put the powder on, like the powder that you put on, it's not going to be transfer proof. So eventually whatever ingredients is in that powder mixed with the foundation, you know, it's going to mix together to where it's not a transfer proof type of vibe. Now, can you make your makeup as transfer proof as possible? Yes, you can, with lots of settings, spray and stuff like that. But to me, that's never been an issue for me to have like transfer proof foundation, because like I said, I use everything when it comes to me doing my face, my concealers, my powders, my setting spray. So if all those things that I'm using are not considered to be transfer proof, I don't really focus on the foundation being transfer proof. But yes, it's transfer proof. I did a swatch on my hand when I first got this, and a couple of times, even when I'm doing my makeup, like I'll put a couple of, you know, dots right there on the back of my hand, and if I forget to wipe it off and try to scrub it off, it's not budging. So yes, transfer proof if you're using the foundation by itself. It says this is perfect for normal, oily skin or combination skin to help control shine. Yes, I have oily combo, so it does minimize the oils that peep through my skin throughout the day. So I do really like this foundation because it literally has nice oil control. And then let's see what else. It says the skin tint provides 12 hours of hydration and up to 16 hours of wear. I haven't tested it out to wear for 16 hours. Have I worn my makeup for a good period of time? Maybe like a good 10 hours? Yes, and my makeup is still intact. Do I have a little bit of like oil peeping through? Yes. So as a matter of fact, I'll do like a wear test for you guys. Like right now it's 8:09. And let me show you guys so you guys can see the timestamp. Yes, it's 8:09 as I'm talking to you guys, but I don't have the fountain. Yes, 8:09. So I'll do a full on, I guess, wear test because I am going to work right now. A little bit more. Let me see what else I want to here. Imperfection blurred, pores blurred, discoloration blurred, texture blurred. I 100% agree with that. Y'all see, I do have texture skin. I do have prone acne, I guess you want to call it, skin. My hormones are just out of whack right now. No, I'm not pregnant, but it's just they haven't been normal since I had my child. But to be honest, I feel like I'm also not eating right. So yes, I am experiencing breakout, and of course Outflow is here right now for this week. So I do tend to break out a lot around my cheek area. So I just say that I have acne skin for the time being. Texture, yes, I do have textures around my jawline and in my forehead. And then for pores, hell yes, pores all right here. Okay, so that's why whenever I come to like prepping my face, I do like to tend to blurring type of primers to kind of minimize the appearance of my pores. So pretty much everything that is stating that is I pretty much agree with it. The only thing I have to say is just I wish they had expanded their shade ranges. But anywho, I'm going to show you guys how I prep my face. I'm just going to give you guys not only just a review on this, but pretty much my favorite products I like to use for the time being on me using this foundation, because lately my skin has been giving filter vibes, and I want to show you guys my preparation of it. So this is also the same things that I picked out from Shop My Stash. If you guys watched it, I think it's Shop My Stash number 27, I think. I'll have the link down at the bottom if you guys want to check that out. But let's go ahead, now that this moisturizer have dried down, I'm gonna go in with my second primer now. All right, so we're going in with the Rimmel mattifying primer. This primer alone needs its own separate review, but I'm not gonna do that. But I'm just gonna give you guys little tips about this. If you are a oily combo girl, oily girl, baby, she gonna do you right. She pairs really good with a lot of different foundations. Like this is my third bottle of this primer. That's how much I love her. She's an old school classic. I'm not sure if she's still available inside the store. I know for me, I had to pick mine up off of Amazon. So if you shop on Amazon, I can tell you definitely this is where she's gonna be at. And I love it. A little goes a long way. And she is super matte. To me, I'm like I said, I'm oily combo. So being that I am oily combo, even with this primer, if I don't hydrate or moisturize underneath it, I'm gonna feel drying type of matte because she sucks up all your oil. So with this primer paired with this foundation, it was like honestly the perfect duo. And it has blurring in here. Let me see. This has shine control, pore minimizing. It hydrates the skin as well, smooths the skin. So it has all those same kind of like great benefits that the foundation does too. So I feel like these two pairs really good with each other to where it looks like I'm walking around with a filter on. So yeah, and you can see right now like it definitely blur just a little bit of my pores and everything. And it also kind of like minimize the shine from me putting on that hydrating primer. Yeah. All right, so now let's go with this beautiful foundation. And I literally take a finger amount. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's all you need just for one side of the face. You can see it right away, just that fast, how blurring my skin looks. Yeah, I wouldn't say tint for this foundation though. Like, this is full on a full coverage style of foundation in my opinion. That was the first thing I said when I first tried this out when it came out. I was like, tinted where? Like, this is a full-on foundation. But I'm not complaining about the name. I'm just stating. If you're thinking like, oh, it's a full-on, no, it's a foundation. To me, tinted is like a light tint to the skin. Like, you can clearly see this is full coverage. Skin is blurred to perfection. I think low-key they can get away with calling it a tint because it's not that many shade ranges. And for me, I feel like tinted products, tinted foundation, I feel like a lot of brands don't usually have a lot of shade ranges when it comes to that. I'm gonna actually let this dry down. I'm gonna pop on my lashes because I like putting on my lashes before I go in with my concealer. So I'm gonna pop on my lashes really quick, and then we're gonna finish up the face. Skin is skinny. Do y'all see how flawless the application is looking? I haven't even finished the face. Like, wow. By the way, this brush that I use, Elf, did a really good job with this brush. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I'm about to look into see if they have a brush for concealer, which I know they do, but I don't know, I just feel like I haven't really purchased any new Elf brushes, any brushes in general, to be honest. I feel like I always purchase Morphe because y'all know I love Morphe over here, but oh my gosh, that contour brush, it hits the spot. Yes, I'm just gonna go back in with it with no added product and just blend it because I lost my contour just a little bit. See, and it gets the job done. Look at that. Okay, now I'm going to set my face. Honestly, I feel like this foundation combo, whatever you want to call it, it goes really good with any setting powders. But the one that, of course, I've been gravitating and using all this week is Beauty Bakery for underneath the eyes. Pretty much where I highlight my areas. And then for the rest of my face, Polite Society. Polite Society. Oh my gosh, this powder right here, do not sleep on her. She is absolutely stunning. Stunning, okay? Yeah, I feel like this under eye just definitely complements this concealer. So perfect. And this is just me using a little bit of the, sometimes I go a little too overboard and I apply way too much, which I'm about to do now because I like a really bright under eye. All right, and then this is the translucent powder from Polite Society. polite society, sorry. I don't have to use that much when it comes to this setting powder, especially with this foundation. So I tend to use this with a brush instead of me using my sponge, because with the sponge I feel like you get more of a better application when it comes to the setting powder. But for me, this foundation already pretty much sets itself to where I don't need that much on, because I feel like last time when I did try it out for the first time with this combo, y'all, my face was way too matte. I was like, okay, something is giving ashy, cracky skin vibes, you know. So I was like, with this powder I've learned also, you just need a little. You just need a little. I don't know what they created and mixed in here, but it's absolutely stunning. But a little goes a long way. Look at the skin. The skin is skinning. The skin was skinning before I even put the powders on. Let's just say that. It was already skinning before I put the powders on. Okay, I'm gonna finish contouring and all this other stuff. I want to finish up my makeup look that I have on my eyes and finish up that video, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final timestamp, and then we're gonna wear her for the day, and I'm gonna show you the great benefits of what she looks like being worn throughout the whole entire day. So be right back. Final timestamp. Yeah, okay, so here is what the face looked like. All I did was pop on mascara and stuff like that. So I'm gonna wear this throughout the day, and I'll come back to give you guys a sneaky peek on what this face looks like. Like I said, I am going to work, so, and I do have a turtleneck long sleeve. Yes, it's kind of winter vibes, but it's still hot. Like, it's Vegas, it's still hot. So I'll come back and give you guys a wear test. Okay, so I am back, and as you guys can see, I am a little bit on the oily side right here. I did blot one time today because I was at work and I was doing content videos, so I was trying to look presentable, okay, in my videos. But other than that, I did not do any other sort of blotting. And even like the sponge that I have at work, to be honest, because I have a work sponge and then I have one in my purse, and then I have one here at home. The sponge at work, I really need to low-key, high-key bring it back home and clean her, because there's no more powder on that sponge at all. So I'm literally just using it to blot. So as you can see, like I said, I do have a few like oily little areas, but other than that, my face is intact. Like, let me zoom in so you guys can see. Can we get into the face? It looks like I just did my face. Yeah. Blur. Pores. So let me also give you guys a timestamp so you guys can see. It is 4:36. I don't know what the math is from when I first did this to tell you now what it is, but it's been on for a good little minute, and this is what my results look like. Because I feel like, honestly, you get the true consistency and the true feel of a product, especially if you are wearing it out within 4 hours. Like, I feel like that's what it's going to be within 4 hours. You'll see how the actual product is going to work for you. So I will say this because I know someone's going to probably say this, like, well, it has something to do with the primer, stuff like that. Honestly, no. I've tried this foundation with different primers and I still got the same results, as long as you're pairing it with a matte primer, because to me it makes sense. It's a matte foundation, so why not pair it with a matte primer? I mean, if you go against it, it might react different depending on your skin concerns. So if you are like a dry girl, then I would definitely recommend to use like a hydrating type of primer. But to be honest, this foundation is not drying at all. So it's a soft matte, so it's not drying on the skin to where only oily girls or oily combo girls can wear it. Because I sewed to this foundation today because I got so many compliments on my face, and I sewed it without even, you know, doing it on purpose, but everyone kept giving me so many compliments. I even had to exchange my Instagram name with a couple of people, and I had to explain to them, look, I don't do makeup anymore at the time. Like right now, I'm just you know, just doing content on the side. But they was like, look, we're gonna have to work some type of arrangements out because baby, your face is flawless. And I was like, thank you. But yeah, so I'm telling you, it's the foundation. I get so many compliments every single time I wear this. It's longevity, it's light on the skin, I don't feel it, it doesn't clog up my pores. Like, it really is a good affordable foundation. Like if I didn't have my acne breakout right now, baby, the skin will be skinning. I mean, it's still skinning, like don't get it twisted, it's still skinning, but yeah, this foundation is everything. So I will say this, if you can find your foundation shade in this foundation is going to be everything. Now if you can't, I know it's 2024, we don't want to buy multiple foundations, but I will suggest maybe doing some type of color pigment to kind of mix with the foundation if they don't have your correct undertone. Like if you wanted to make this work, you can make it work. So let me know down in the comment section if you guys have tried this foundation out. What is your pros and cons about it? And after watching this video, do you guys plan on trying out this foundation? Let me know down in the comment section. But on that note, you guys have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye guys.